Well, we're coming back in here today. This is where we had that one yesterday on this fence post. You can see nothing worked those. We still have the bait in the cylinders, so we're good to go there. But we snagged one trying to get under this fence down here, the one down in the corner. So that looks to be a really big coon. What's up there, Muskie? Yeah, that is a big coon. Look how big the back is on that thing. Boy, he's furred up nice. That's a nice pelt. It's gonna make a nice tan right there. But this is just that area. They got the house behind. It's abandoned. This little old barn or whatever to hold their horses maybe, or supplies, and this is where they're coming under the fence. You can see that he won't be coming under that fence anymore, but make sure you put those DPs in the trails. It's very simple to put these in the ground as we showed you, and you can be very productive at handling your own needs. But that's a really beautiful coon, and we're going to get that one taken care of and get it reset, and hopefully come back tomorrow and have another one for Farmer Jenny. Well, we're coming in here. Here's that good trail that's got these two DPs on it. You can see how that's just beat down. Now the corn has been cut. They may have changed their travel ways. They may be staying up in there toward the cattle yard more, but we do have these set on good trails, and there's other things that run other than the raccoons, and we got ourselves a possum here today, the infamous silver fox. And he's a nice possum, actually. Look at that size. He's a big old boy. He's furred up too. Well, it's that time of year, middle of December. We're gonna take him. Actually, we make those fur gnomes, and we use the possum fur for the beards for the gnomes, and that's actually a really nice possum. He's got a real nice silver tone to him, not a lot of black, so he'll be a beauty for our pelt manufacturing. I know I said it yesterday, when you're out here and you are taking these animals out of the equation, doing your, you know, whatever you need it for, whether it's for taking some pressure off the ground nesting birds, or handling, you know, critters that are getting in your barns, or eating your deer feed, or whatever, there is a value to these animals. And if you can, take care of them, skin them out, get them tanned, and they make an unbelievable gift as well. But we'll take care of that possum. We'll get it reset. You can just see this trail right here. I mean, it was just beat down. Now, there may be some coons come through here tonight. We're here for 4 or 5 nights, so maybe we'll get one. But we got a beautiful possum today, and we'll get that reset. Well, here's that location. It looks like a 2-track when it's actually not a 2-track. It's actually the 2 tracks right there. And that's a game trail that is just beat down. And you can see I got my DP that we put in the other day on there, and nothing in it yet, but we got a raccoon here this morning. I got it reset. You can see where he got up in the tree right there and spent a little time climbing. But you can see that trail just goes right up over there and right down past that culvert and around that tree, and you can see where that trail goes right out through there. But a nice coon, and we got a reset. Little coon buster, little magnet, but ultimately, what a fantastic location. Just working this little hump that goes up over, and we got the trap right on the trail. Nothing in that one, but we definitely connected right there on that one. Just a beautiful spot, and we caught one here last year, and well, we got one here early this year, and hopefully we'll get some more. But just find those trails, find those locations. That's actually the trail I thought I'd have them on, coming across that, but just a beautiful area, and we're gonna get that one packed up and go check some more traps. Well, here's a situation that I think happens a lot of times, and people think they missed something, and you know, you messed up and whatever, and that's you come up and you have a snap trap. That's our dirt hole. You can see trap is snapped. I'm gonna remake that. It's right here on this corner of these hay bales in this field. Just a perfect location for a crossover where the coyotes are going to run from field to field through the edgeway. There's a big place they duck under right there. But that trap snapped, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that was a deer. The trap is popped straight up. Nothing has worked the hole. Nothing has dug it out. If that was a coon that snapped it, he'd have dug that hole out. Coyotes, more often than not, those traps are not snapped up on the ground like that. You're gonna get them. But so if you walk up on a trap, especially if you're in deer country, which is pretty much anywhere in the United States, and you see your hole's not dug out, you see that the traps just basically pop straight up or even straight out. A lot of times you'll catch a deer and they'll actually pull it straight out and then pull it off of their foot. But that right there, to me, 99% of the time is going to be a deer, and I'm not even upset by it. I'm just going to remake it, put it back in the ground. I'm not going to re-lure it. I'm not going to rebait it. I'm just going to rebed it. And that's what you can do out there. That'll ease some of the torture off of your brain when you walk up to a set and think, oh, I missed one. Nah, a lot of times you didn't miss one. You actually missed a deer, or actually probably caught a deer, and they just pulled out because they don't have anything that is going to keep them in the trap. So when you see something like that, don't get discouraged. Reset it, and then when that coyote does come by, you're going to get them. Well, here's an area we set yesterday. We got a monster. That is an absolute beast. Look at the size of that raccoon. That is well over 25 pounds. They don't get much bigger than that. But we had this trail set. It goes right down in that fence row. We had 3. The other 2, nothing in them. But you can see how bare that is across there, and that coon probably was coming up from down below, but he is just an absolute beast. Look at the size of this thing. That is a monster. It's a big raccoon right there, but these dog proofs will do the justice for all your needs. And what just a beautiful area here. And we're going to get him taken care of, but that is going to make a really nice tan fur for somebody. Beautiful, beautiful raccoon. Well, here's that pond we set yesterday. We put the 2 up there along the edge and on that trail, and we got 2 sitting there waiting for us today. But you can see that trail right along this pond edge here. They had it packed down, and we put our 2 on there and got a nice double here today. I was actually expecting a double here today. I was putting myself out on a limb yesterday that pretty much was sure that we were going to have a double here today, and that's exactly what we have. But you know, this is just another example of, well, that's a really big coon right there. That's a big back body coon. Nice. And then we got the one, that's a little darker one over there. But I was saying, when I set this, I kind of put myself out on the limb. Said I'm expecting a double here tomorrow, and that's exactly what we have. But you find these trails here along these little ponds, coming out of fields, coming out of corridors, and if you put these in the trail where they have to bump their nose on it, you're going to be successful as well. And you can see that's exactly what we are today. We got 2 traps and 2 nice raccoons. We're going to get them taken care of, get these reset, and I fully expect to catch more here over the few days that we're here. But just a beautiful location right on this pond, and if you set them accordingly, you're going to be successful as well. Well, here's that dam breast that we set later in the day yesterday, and we got a double. That's just a testament. I said that trail coming up out of this bottom here was beat down, and you could see how it goes right across the road, and we got ourselves 2 really nice raccoons here, and we'll get them taken care of. But just paying attention to the sign, paying attention to what the animals were doing, and that trail come right up over that road right at the halfway point out into this field, and pretty much exactly what we wanted. I fully expect, you know, I'm here 3 or 4 nights. This is the first night. We got a double. We may get a double tomorrow. We may not get anything. Who knows? But these are 2 really, really nice big raccoons, and it's exactly what we wanted to do. They want to see more turkeys. They want to keep them out of their barns, and we've started that process to hopefully get them taken care of. But find these trails. The animals are going to give you the sign. All we did, we put the coon buster and the magnet in there, and they just cannot walk by it without trying it. So nice double, and we'll get them taken care of, get them reset, and hopefully have a couple tomorrow.
Email us today for a free catalog to browse all of our traps and snares, baits and lures, and much more. Get all of your trapping and predation control needs by emailing to info@NorthAmericanTrapper.com for your free catalog. Proven products equals proven conservation.
I'm going to show you how to put a beaver set in today. We're going to use this cinder block for our drowning weight. Take this stake for our upper anchor, take our plier or our J-hook tool, our hammer. Here's our trap that's going to connect to our slide wire, which will show you how that works. And we just were over here and we were down below, and it didn't look like any beaver were in here, but we moved up, and there's definitely some sort of beaver in here. I can't tell if it's just a big one or if it's possibly a pair, but we're gonna find out because we're gonna put a couple sets in. And this is our slide wire with the adjustable end. We're going to make sure that our slide goes down and then they can't come back up. So there we go. We got that in there. So we need to come up, make sure that's there, and then that's going to go down, and then it won't come up. So that's that. We're going to wrap this around. This is one good thing about this adjustable loop end. We're able to take that right down through. That's going to now be our drowning weight. And then we're going to take our trap with our S-hook, attach it right to our cable and our slide wire. Get our J-hook tool, make sure that's on there tight, perfect. We're going to take our caster lure, which is just fantastic. That'll get them working. And we're going to go down here and get us a set in. All right, we got our lure, stake, upper wire, our trap, and our block, and we are ready to go. And once we get over here, you're going to see why we're putting this beaver set in here. It's pretty awesome trail they got coming up out of here. You can see where those beaver have been coming up and out of there. So we're gonna get down in there and hopefully do ourselves justice. Throw that down in and get down in here. Where do we want to put this? I think what we're gonna do is probably put it right here, because we have a scent mound that he's already made right here. You can see his scent mound that he's got. You can see his tracks over here where he's coming out. So we're gonna put our trap right here, put our lure there, and draw him right up this little channel right here. So that's what we're gonna do. And there ain't much to making these sets. They're basically ready-made for you a lot of times. We're gonna get our block and our trap right here. I got that. And we're gonna have to move our thing up. And it's awfully muddy out there. I don't know how deep it is, but I think it's gonna be deep enough. And what we'll do first is pound our stake in here for our upper anchor, so we have some stability right there, and then we'll take and throw our block out. And that'll make that taunt. Perfect. That's taunt. That beaver gets caught now. He's gonna go right down this wire. So we'll get this set. This is a number 4 Duke. These are a fantastic trap for beaver. I really like them, and they lay really good and flat, and that's exactly what we want right there. And that's in there where we want it. We're gonna hide that chain, and the only thing we're gonna do to hide the chain and the wires, we're gonna put a guide stick right here that's gonna guide him in, and that's gonna be good. And there's really not much else to make in this set. We're going to, other than take some of our, we're gonna take some of our caster lure, and we're gonna put that right there, and that's gonna get him fired up, ready to go. And that's in there. That beaver's gonna come up from right down there is where he's staying. You can see there's not a lot of water here, but there's enough, and you can see the sign. You can see his tracks right here. You can see where he's put his scent mound up here. We got our lure there, and the only thing we're gonna add is a white stick. Give him something to actually be interested in. We got this stick, and we're gonna whiten it up with our hammer. Make that white. This is like a candy to a beaver, that soft bark. Gonna make it look like another beaver was feeding here. And we're just gonna put that right there. And if he's coming up, he's gonna notice that and be like, what the hell's going on? He's gonna smell that lure, and he's gonna work right in here to where our trap is, right here. So we're good. We're where we need to be, and fully expect to have some action here tonight. We're gonna put one more in down there. So if there are 2 beaver here, we might come in and might get 2, but he's gonna come right up, work right in here, and hopefully we'll get him. It looks like there's a feed hole up in there, so who knows, he might even be in there. But pretty good set. Come back tomorrow and see if we have them. Well, here we are down here at the bottom, and we're gonna get this set up right here where he's coming out on his dam. You can see, yep, you can see his back footprint right there and there. And you can see where he's climbing up over, going down in right there. So we're gonna put our trap right here. It's perfect for it. Absolutely perfect. It's exactly where we want to be. We're gonna get our trap up the slide wire and make sure that we get that block out there and be all set. We're gonna put our upper anchor in right here. Make sure that's taut. There we go. Perfect. It's gonna hold that, and then just gonna throw the block right out there. Awesome. That's all we need. And that's exactly what we want. This beaver's probably coming here every night anyway. You can see his feed bed right there. He's living up under that root system over there. And this is where we're gonna hopefully snag into him. So we'll get this Duke number 4 set. Perfect. Get my glove off. I don't want to get my orange gloves wet. And this is gonna sit nice and neat right there for a back foot. Perfect. That's good. Right in there. That's exactly what we want. And we'll get our caster lure out. I got this in a 4-ounce bottle. We're just gonna drip some of that oil there. Some of that beaver oil. And smear that right there. We're not doing anything else. We're not gonna put a white stick, nothing. We're not gonna do anything else. You can see though, I know people make fun of people when they do it sometimes, but look how that oil is going out there. This is a almost stagnant pull. That beaver's gonna come out here and he's gonna smell that oil on that water, and he's gonna come right to this spot. So we're gonna definitely have a good opportunity of catching them. This is a really good location. You can see how he's got that all ready for winter. We got one set in up above, and we got this set right here. And he's probably coming here every night to check this anyway. And we're only, I don't know, 40 feet, 50 feet from where he's probably living. So just an awesome location. Now, this would be considered a dam in Pennsylvania. Definitely a dam anywhere. And we don't want to tell you that you can do this everywhere, so make sure you check your laws and your regulations about this set and the legality in your own state. But this is about as tailor-made as you can get it for beaver. Crawling right up over there, and you can see it's just a super highway, and you can see his tracks right there. I fully expect to have some action here tomorrow. We'll come in and see how we make out. Well, here we are on an old beaver flow, and you can see both sides of the beaver flow. You can see the coon tracks there and how they have it packed down going right up the bank like a super highway. And then this side, you can see how it's just packed down like a super highway right up the sides. And we're gonna put, this is right where it comes to the bottom, and we're gonna put 4 DPs here, and hopefully it does us justice like the 2 over there on that pond where we had the same hard pack situation. But you can see the trails, the coon tracks right here where they're working around big coon tracks, getting some water, and then you can see the hard packed over there right up that side as well. So we'll get 4 traps in here and hopefully come back in tomorrow and show you that it works. But just a really good location. Obviously, if the beaver were here, those trails wouldn't be here. They'd be high bank trails because there'd be water in here. But the beaver are gone, the water's down, and the coons are running right along the edge. So we're gonna get that set up and hopefully have a few here tomorrow. Well, we got it set. As you can see, we got 2 DPs right here. Right on that trail, you can see how they have it beat down. And then over here, we got 2 going right up that side. So we got this pretty well set up, and come back here tomorrow and hopefully have some. What do you think, Mark?
I think you're gonna get them down.
This is Mark. He's the resident farmer that it's not really allowing me on here now. I feel like I'm family. You guys invite me out and we just kind of have fun doing it. But we put those 2 beaver sets in up there. This is where the beaver were. You can see there's no active beaver there now, but we went up and found them.
Oh yeah,
we went up and it's pretty active. Could be 1 beaver, could be 2. I don't think there's a whole family unit there, but there's definitely some fresh sign.
Oh yeah.
So we got these in here, and hopefully we'll come back in tomorrow and snag a few raccoons here.
North American Trapper Predation Packages. Get any one of our specific trapping packages that has been ultimately designed to help you become the master predation controller of your farm, ranch, or hunting lease. Control the predators that are costing you time and money, and get out there trapping today with one of our North American Trapper Predation boxes. All of the packages come with the trapping essentials to get you out in the field, plus an instructional DVD that will show you the way. Visit us at NorthAmericanTrapper.com and start breaking dirt today.